So this video is a little bit of a rant about fitness models becoming sponsored athletes. Now, the problem is people are so desperate to call themselves a sponsored athlete that they will often beg for the opportunity and then sacrifice their morals to work with a company whose products they don't even like. To give you some examples of this, to show you how desperate people are to be sponsored, I know someone who has applied to join a company and specifically asked for no payment. They just wanted to put in their Instagram profile that they're a sponsored athlete. And you'd never hear from the athlete, they'd never hear from the company. They just wanted to say, sponsored by ... And this kind of goes both ways, because there are people who are happy to do that and, haul themselves out. Doesn't matter who the company is. And there are companies that know this is the case. So, for example, there was a clothing company on Instagram that used to spam the shit out of people who all they needed was a mediocre sized following. And they would copy and paste messages, send them out to people and say, look, we're not going to pay you. We're not going to give you any commission, any free clothing, anything like that. However, if you work for us long enough and you bring us enough business, we'll give you a free vest at the end of each month. Now, to put this into perspective, imagine you walked into a job interview and they said, right, we're not going to pay you anything, but we will give you a t-shirt at the end of each month if you bring us enough business. Now, to me, this is an insulting job offer. It's actually one that I got myself. It's an insulting job offer. Yet, despite the fact a lot of people would think, God, there's no way I'll do that, this company had a huge number of sponsored athletes on Instagram, because people are so desperate to tell their followers that they're a sponsored athlete, as if it's, some kind of sign that they're making it in the industry. Now, you could say, feel free to do whatever you want, they're their own person, blah, blah, blah. But to me, it becomes more problematic when they have a large following and they're promoting stuff that they know is bullshit. And this happens too often, just too often. I've spoken to people specifically who have openly admitted, I'm sponsored by this company, their products are shit, however, they pay me so I have to promote them. I actually use products from a completely different brand. Now, to me, this is like mind fucking blown, because they are openly admitting that they're sponsored by a company that's shit. They're openly admitting that they're promoting this shit to their followers, and they're openly admitting that they don't even use the products, even when they give it to them, discounted or free or whatever. Now, here's the thing. Imagine that you've built up an appreciable following on social media. You've spent enough time consistently posting videos, photos, articles, whatever it is, and you've got a large following that's taken you effort to get there. And all these people are following your journey, buying into your personality, and, supporting you along the way. And then what you're going to do at the end of it is turn around and say, guys, buy this bullshit. I don't personally use it, but I want you to spend your cash on it. Because that is what you're doing. You are openly lying to people, telling them to buy something which they shouldn't even be buying. Now, to me, this shows two things. One, no respect for your followers, because you're lying to them to earn money. Two, no self-respect. Now, there is no fucking way that I'm going to sell myself out and tell people to buy something that I don't think is a worthwhile product. No fucking way. I've turned down sponsorships before, whether a product isn't something that I've liked, whether it's something I wouldn't use. Sometimes sponsorships with companies whose products I did like, but I just thought they were overpriced, and therefore I wasn't happy to promote it to people. And there are still loads of people out there like me who won't do that to their following and to themselves. But unfortunately, it does feel like we're in a minority, because so many people out there are happy to lie to their followers just so they can get a paycheck. So my plea to fitness models is that if you're going to align yourself with a brand, do so with a brand that you can honestly tell people that the products are good and mean it. Honestly say to yourself, you would tell people to use the products anyway, even if they weren't paying you. That is the recommendation. If you can honestly say to someone that that product is worthwhile to take, even if you got no payment for it, then accepting payment for that as a sponsored athlete role, it means you don't have to change your moral compass. But if you wouldn't promote a product upon someone if you got no cash, and then as soon as you get cash, you're more than happy to lie to it, there is no fucking moral compass there. It is piss easy to prostitute yourself out if you're just going to align yourself with whichever brand is paying you. It isn't a difficult achievement. What is an achievement is making yourself valuable enough that the companies you actually like and respect come to you to sponsor you. That is an achievement. So that's it. I'd love to hear your opinions, questions, thoughts, comments, etc. My Facebook page is facebook.com/Ben Carpenter Personal Training. My Twitter and Instagram pages are both BDC Carpenter. And thanks for watching. Bye.